go to relic sites, like things like ruined relic sites are usually fine to get into, and then the ones that are, you know, named forgotten, quote unquote, are the ones that are dangerous. This is a level 4 one, so I'm gonna have to put the raiders a little bit closer, I think. We can do that by holding control, moving these in and trying to complete the scan that way. I don't have a lot of scanning as a tier 1 alpha player, so we're gonna have to do it this way. So a little trick, see if this works. So we're centralizing all the scanners there at that point, and we got it. And now we're gonna, I'm not 100% sure this is not filled with NPC, so we're gonna warp 100 kilometers away from it. I'm gonna recover the active probes, mainly because I don't want my probes to be scanned by someone else. I don't want any notification that I'm there. And we gotta keep hovering above our safe spot here, just in case. And this is empty, because otherwise we would have seen red icons here of enemies, and it's completely empty. So this is free to hack, which is wonderful. I'm gonna approach this, put the booster on because we did move 100 kilometers away from it. Maybe a good time to talk about the fitting really quick as well. So this is the fitting. I've taken this off of Reddit. It's nothing too crazy. Like, we've got some salvages here that you don't really need. But the core launcher and the Sisters core scanners are good. But you can also use normal ones at the start if the Sisters core scanners are too expensive or you haven't gotten to that point with the Sisters Eve quest. And you have the signal amplifiers here, the inertial stabilizer here, and a scope sharpener to upgrade the hacking on relic sites. And this one, I believe is for scanning improvement, which gives us a small bonus on scan probing. Right, I'm gonna get to work. Are these ships, by the way? You can, if you're not sure, you can also check this. And this is apparently a manufacturer plant, so nothing we have to worry about at the moment. Right. Start scanning. I think we're gonna use the kernel rod here. This is a horrible one for like a weak scanner, because it turns our attack to 10. I'm gonna try to get rid of it here and hopefully live through this. There's the core, that's beautiful. It's a red core, so this is this could be a big one in terms of what we get. Might also be not that good. And as you can see, we got 800k there. It's alright, but like nothing too special. Some data cores, carbon, excellent decryptor. This is the stuff you have to expect from data banks. Like, usually the big money is with the relic side, so this is why we have equipment that boosts our relic side hacking, I think, and not necessarily the data sides one, but we can do data sides as well. And I would say, like, if there's any data site or relic site that's empty, just take your chance, because it's a good way to earn money. Right. Gonna stop here really quick. And Get the power up here. Again, this is something I see because there's like this one saying it's one away, so this was the only square available. But just so we knew this was either going to be like a power up or like one of those white spots on that random spot. I don't know what's actually called. Forgot. We'll run into it at some point, I'm sure. There it is. Data cache. There you go. So it could be a data cache. The data cache we don't open. The data cache we only open when we get in trouble with hacking. So like when we feel like, oh shit, we're not gonna make it, that's the moment to open up a data cache, because it could be either good or bad, right? It could be either an enemy that screws with all of our plans. It could be viruses, suppressors. It could be like something that heals these guys. It could be really, really bad. So we really don't want to open them unless we get in trouble.
You are a professional.
Thank you. It's just important to point out, I think, right? So I think it's over here. The problem is, like, this one did heal a lot just now, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to buy through this. I don't think so. I'm gonna be in trouble here. So like I think I'm gonna open these up. There's another one that halves this, so we are good now. I think it's over here somewhere. Like it has to be, because here we had 5 steps away. I think it's this one. This one button doesn't trigger on these kind of things, by the way. So there is something over here. That's what we know, and I think it's the core. Am I right? Yes, I'm right. There you go. Got the hack done.
Do you get the presidential favors doing this?
The political favors, you get them
Yeah, the
from the
political
drone
favor.
integration quest, so you have to hack something specific. It's not these ones. So like you need to get
Okay.
to drone iteration sites, which are separate data sites, and they're always going to be like red core hacks. So these are the difficult hacks, and you can fill them up to 3 times. In my experience, after the 3rd time, it explodes. So you have 3 times the chance to make them work. Which is one more than the usual hacks. Usually, like the normal hacks here, you only have 2 chances. And then the thing starts exploding. Also, another important thing, like I don't know if the explosions do damage. I usually don't want to be in a position to find out. So when I feel like I fail a hack, I always move to another area. If I'm absolutely sure I'm failing the hack, I move to the other area, close the screen, use the booster, and get away. So make sure not to take chances and get hit by the explosion. It's a sad way to lose all your money. Lose all your items that you got that you could potentially sell for money.
Yeah.
It's not needed. You just gotta focus on what's going on with the hack. Right. This is another data site, of course. So let's see.
How much is that little ship?
I already know this is an sorry, what?
How much is that little ship?
So altogether, this is 10 million, but the ship itself is like 400, 500k. Like the most money is in the probes, but you don't have to use them. Like if you want to go cheap investment, you can do this for like 1.5 million. Like as crazy as it sounds, right? Like you can go do this for 1.5 million. You can start hacking sites, and you will have a good time doing it, because you can use the simple probes as well, like uh, the starting core probes, and they will do a good job at this. Not as good as the sister core ones, but like still they will do a good job at this. So you go in with like 1.5 million, and you could potentially get out with like, I've had a day where I got like 150 million in items, right? So like if you have a good day, like that's what you could go out with, and that's for like a new player, which I'm still learning a lot of stuff. Um, that's really awesome. Like 150 million is crazy. So yeah, this is definitely recommended if you like this kind of stuff and want to try to earn some ISK. Okay, so this is a 5, so we know that everything here is going to be like quite far away. It might be over here. I do know this is a simple hack, by the way. I can still fail it, of course, but I do know because of the HP of the firewalls that this is a green core hack. I'm pretty sure this is a green core hack. So in theory, I don't think we're gonna get like a lot of items out of this. Thank God we got the self-repair there. Thank God we got another self-repair there. That really helps. It should be somewhere over here. Okay, over here. So here. In my experience, like the core could be heavily guarded with like a lot of firewalls and all that kind of thing. I see that a lot as well. Ugh, can't get the potential power up over here. I might actually be failing this. There's the core. I need 10 more HP. That's brutal. To break through this one. And these are all, yeah, we're failing this hack. Yep. 10 HP short. Right, try again. Like I said, I have a second try in this. Get the power up, very good. Now again, we're
When you
just
have a
gonna
chance,
navigate.
can you put that build in the chat? I want to save it.
Sure. I'll take a screenshot of it if I can find the list, and then I can actually put it in there, and that would be nice.
Thanks. Yeah, I'd like it.
Well, not in the Discord chat, in the game chat.
Oh, in-game chat. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm trying to save some fits that I can use for my alpha for different configurations, so I'd appreciate it.
yeah, that's awesome. I'll do that.
I know how to do the scanning, and I've played with the hacking. It's just I've used expensive ships. I need some cheap builds.
In theory, like if you want to do this optimally, you should probably use a Heron. But since I joined the Mimitar faction and I was like hell-bent on using Mimitar ships, I'm using the probe. It's not a heavy trade, and you're missing one slot in your midsection. But you have enough slots to do everything you need for the hacking itself. So like it's not a big deal. There's the core, and like I said, it's green. It is an easy hack. I can be very specific about the difficulty of the hacks. So like for example, if you run into like if you run into an easy hack, which is a green core hack, the antiviruses are gonna be like 40 HP. And I think they're still gonna be doing 40 damage. I'm not 100% sure, but like I think they're still gonna be 40 damage. They're gonna be 50 HP on a medium hack, so like on a yellow hack. And on a red hack, so like a red core hack, they're gonna be 60 HP. And 60 HP is pretty much disastrous for my attack, because I do 25 attacks, so I have to hit it twice, and it will hit me twice, and it's still gonna be alive with 10 HP, and I'm gonna get 80 damage, which will probably wreck me. So I have to play around the antiviruses on a red hack, which is the downside of having an alpha account. So yeah, I can totally imagine Omega's having a way easier time with this kind of stuff. But you know, they're also more heavily invested on the ISK and all that kind of thing. So it is a trade-off in the end, isn't it? Like